She walked into that salon with a photo on her phone, came out with exactly what she asked for, and something was still wrong. Not the color, not the cut, just wrong. That moment lives in so many of us. And today we are finally going to name it. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work immediately. Today we're covering these hairstyles are aging you. And by part 3, you are going to want to stop the video and call your stylist. I mean it. In part 1, we are starting with the cut that feels safe but quietly betrays you every single day. Part 2 is about volume, or rather, what happens when you try to add it the wrong way. Part 3, this one genuinely surprised me, because the mistake is not the style itself, it is one small detail most women never think to question. Part 4 is about length, and why the number you have in your head might be the one thing holding your face back. And part 5 is the finish. The thing that either pulls the whole look together or silently undoes it. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The safe cut that isn't safe at all. There is a cut that virtually every woman over 50 has considered at some point. You know it. You have probably worn it. And the reason it feels like such a sensible choice is exactly why it is quietly working against you every single morning you look in the mirror. This is the one a close friend heard about, and went home and stared at herself for a long time without saying a word. Let's name it clearly. The blunt jaw-length bob. That clean, straight, chin-skimming line that feels polished, feels intentional, feels grown-up and elegant. On paper, and in your mind, it is perfect. In practice, on a face that has moved through 50, 60, 70 years of beautiful living, it is doing something you never asked it to do. There is a reason this mistake is the hardest one to see on yourself, because you have likely been told, at some point by someone, that a jaw-length cut looks neat. And neat became your shorthand for good. What nobody tells you is this. That blunt horizontal line at the jaw draws the eye across the widest point of your lower face. And when the eye travels across rather than down, it reads weight. The second thing to consider is what the blunt line does to your neck. A collarbone-length layered cut opens the space between your jawline and your shoulder visually. That space is where elegance lives. When the cut closes that gap, when the hair ends abruptly at the jaw, your neck reads shorter, your shoulders read wider, and your whole silhouette loses the graceful proportion it actually has. If you are still wearing the blunt jaw-length bob, swap it for a layered cut landing just past the collarbone with soft face framing pieces that begin at the cheekbone. That single change moves the eye vertically, elongates your neck, and lets your face open up in a way that reads instantly, and I mean immediately, as younger and more alive. Your maintenance tip here. Visit your stylist every 8 weeks specifically to maintain those face framing layers. They grow out faster than the rest, and when they lose their shape, the whole visual lift goes with them. The next mistake is the one I see most often. And it is the most expensive one to fix if you leave it too long. Part 2. The volume mistake that ages you overnight. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror after styling your hair, known something was off, and genuinely been unable to name what it was? That quiet frustration, that sense of almost but not quite, is almost always about volume. Not the lack of it, the location of it. Write this one down. Most women over 50 who want more volume instinctively reach upward. More height at the crown, more lift at the roots, more fullness pushed toward the top of the head. It feels logical. It feels like it should work. And it is one of the most aging things you can do to your face after 50, secretly, reliably, every single day. There is a reason this particular mistake is so invisible once you are in it. Because adding volume at the crown makes your head read as heavy. And when the head reads as heavy, the face underneath it reads as small, compressed, and crucially older. The eye sees a large rounded mass on top and a narrowing face below. And the visual message it receives is the opposite of the lifted, open, radiant face you were going for. The key insight is this. Volume does not belong at the top of your head. It belongs at the sides, specifically at the widest point of your cheekbones, where fullness creates the illusion of a lifted, sculpted mid-face. Think of it as width at the cheekbone, not height at the crown. That single shift in where your volume lives changes everything about how your face reads from across a room. This is the one my own sister tried after years of high crown styling. And she sent me a photograph the same evening. Here are 3 specific fixes. First, when blow drying, direct your diffuser or round brush to the sides of your head at cheekbone level rather than pulling roots upward at the crown. Second, if you use rollers or hot tools, place your largest rollers at the sides to expand outward, not upward. Third, ask your stylist specifically for graduation at the crown. A slight tapering at the very top that prevents the rounded dome shape, while if you are still building volume at the crown, swap that technique for a cheekbone level diffuse that widens at the sides. Your face will appear lifted from within. And that is exactly what you want it to do. Your maintenance tip. Every 4 to 6 weeks, ask your stylist to revisit the graduation at your crown. This shape is the one most commonly lost between appointments, and losing it is what triggers the dome effect in the first place. Coming up next, the one swap that takes 30 seconds and changes how your entire face reads on camera. Part 3, the parting problem nobody talks about. Let me tell you exactly what I saw. A woman in a salon chair last week. Stunning bone structure, perfect posture, silver hair that caught the light beautifully, and one small detail was quietly undoing the entire picture. She kept asking the stylist to give her something fresh. She didn't realize the freshness she was looking for was already in her hair. It was being cancelled out by one thing she had never once thought to question. Her parting. This is the one that surprises people most, because your parting feels like a fixed, permanent thing. It is where you have always separated your hair. It is deeply habitual, invisible to you, completely automatic. And for many women over 50, it is working against your face in a way that no cut and no color can fix, because it is a structural issue that sits above everything else. There is something about partings that nobody in this space talks about honestly enough. A center parting, this is pulling the eye directly downward along the center of your face and drawing attention to changes in your lower face and jaw rather than lifting toward your eyes. And that alone can add 3 to 4 years to how your face reads. The fix is elegantly simple. A side parting, positioned anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches from the center, on whichever side gives your face the most natural lift, creates diagonal movement. Diagonal movement pulls the eye upward and outward toward your cheekbones and temples. It makes your face red as longer, your cheekbones as more prominent, and your overall expression as more open and awake. This is the one most people hear and immediately test in the mirror. And almost every time, they stay there for a minute longer than they expected. If you are still wearing a center parting from habit, swap it for a soft side parting 2 inches left or right of center. That is the only change. No new cut. No new color. 30 seconds with a comb, and your entire face reads differently in every light. Your maintenance tip here. Ask your stylist to cut your hair specifically around your side parting, so the layers fall naturally in that direction. A cut designed for a center parting will fight a side parting every single morning. What I'm covering in the next part. Most women find it even harder to hear, but it is the one that matters most. Part 4. The length that is holding your face back. Bold truth, and I need you to hear it fully before you react. The length you are most attached to might be the one thing that is quietly but consistently working against every other thing you love about how you look. Your clothing, your color, your makeup, all of it, partially cancelled by length. This one is everything. Here is the scenario. You found a length years ago that felt right. Maybe it was when you were 45. Maybe younger. It was flattering then. You liked yourself in the mirror. And so that length became the number you carry in your head. That is my length. Every stylist hears it in the first 30 seconds. I just want to keep my length. And they do. Because you asked them to. What nobody tells you is that the length that was right for your face at 45 is operating on a different face now. Not a lesser face, a changed face. The distribution of volume has shifted. The relationship between your jaw and your neck has changed. The way your hair sits against your shoulder is different. And a length that was once lifting you is now, in many cases, dragging you down. Literally, in the direction of gravity, which is the one direction we are working against at every step. When hair is too long, past mid-chest, flat, heavy at the ends, it pulls the eye down past the jaw, down past the chin, down past the collarbone, and away from your face entirely. And when the eye has left your face, All the work you have done to look radiant, polished, and alive goes unnoticed. The length is leading the eye away from the very features you want people to see. This is directing all visual attention away from your face and downward to the ends of your hair, which means your eyes, your bone structure, and your natural elegance are being missed by everyone who looks at you. There is something your stylist knows, but may never have said to you directly. Every inch of hair past the collarbone adds weight to the overall visual, and requires more movement and layering to compensate. Most women who are keeping their hair long are not adding enough layering to counteract that weight. The result is a flat, heavy downward pulling silhouette that reads as heavier and older than the face above it deserves. If you are still holding to a length past mid-chest out of habit or loyalty, swap it for collarbone length with significant internal layering. And then let the length grow back only if it grows back with intentional shape. That is the difference. Length with layered movement is an entirely different thing to length without it. Your maintenance tip: when you have layering added, ask your stylist to specifically thin out the ends of each layer rather. Part 5. The finish that undoes everything else. There is one thing about hair finish that nobody in this space talks about honestly, and it matters more than the cut, more than the color, more than the length. Because finish is the final layer, it is what the eye reads last and remembers longest. And most women over 50 are finishing in a way that is silently contradicting every good decision they have already made. You have done the work. You found the right length. You adjusted your parting. And then you finish, and something still looks heavy, still looks flat, still looks like it belongs to a different decade. Have you ever walked out of the salon feeling like something was right in the chair that stopped being right the moment you got home? That is a finish problem. Specifically, it is the high shine finish problem. Products that promise luminous, glossy, mirror-like results. Serums, oils, and creams designed to smooth and reflect. They were formulated for a certain hair texture in a certain decade, and they are not formulated for the evolved, beautiful texture. High-shine serums applied to silver or white hair coat the strand and flatten the natural light-catching quality. That is the single most remarkable thing about gray hair. Gray and silver hair catches light in a way that darker hair literally cannot. It has a luminosity built in. When you coat it with a heavy shine product, you are not adding luminosity, you are smothering it. You are taking the most striking thing about your hair and turning it matte, heavy, and flat. This specific finish is eliminating the natural light reflection in your silver hair that would otherwise make your face appear brighter, more awake, and genuinely radiant, and replacing it with a heavy, flat texture that reads as dull. Stop. Let that land. Here is what to do instead. Swap heavy silicone-based serums for a lightweight texturizing mist or a small amount of whipped mousse applied before blow-drying while the hair is still damp. These products enhance movement and definition rather than coating the strand. Your silver hair will then do exactly what it was born to do. Catch and scatter light naturally, creating a halo effect. The second finish mistake is heat without protection. Specifically, using high heat tools on silver and white hair without a thermal protectant. Silver hair has a different structural composition than pigmented hair, and responds to heat more quickly. Using high heat without protection on silver hair creates microfractures in the cuticle that make the hair appear frizzy, dull, and aged at the ends. All the things you were trying to avoid in the first place. If you are still finishing with a heavy serum, swap it for a lightweight texturizing mist or a pea-sized amount of whipped mousse. And let your silver hair do what it does naturally when you stop getting in its way. Your maintenance tip: replace your heat tool's temperature setting. For silver and white hair, a maximum of 350 degrees Fahrenheit is enough. Any hotter and you are paying for damage every single time. Next time, we are getting into the one accessory mistake that adds 10 years overnight. And it is not what you would expect. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I will see you in the next one. You just learned 5 of the most common hairstyle mistakes that women spend years making without ever knowing why something feels slightly off. And you did it in one sitting. The cut, the volume, the parting, the length, and the finish. 5 things. 5 shifts. And your bone structure, your beautiful features, your natural elegance. None of that changes. Only what surrounds it does. Boom. Your face was always this striking. Now it shows. Tell me in the comments. Which of these 5 mistakes were you making without knowing it? I want to hear from you. Next time, we are getting into the one accessory mistake that adds 10 years overnight. And I promise you,